Quicker cuts and improved catching from the slot. Slot apprentice. Ay, 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 ay. Damn. Discard this guy because he's 87 speed, bro. 83 release is good still. Motherfucker's 88 speed? 6'4", 230. Damn, 344-pound lineman. Maybe pass block. Oh yeah, let me check the what's the name? Check this defense out. Let's see what he doing on D. Willis is there, Harris is there, double Harris, Joby, Ren, 84 power move. We can block that. Leon Jacobs, how? What? A 90 speed linebacker? Where? Where did this guy come from? Look at my guy Chase Briggs, man. He was supposed to be starting this year. Motherfucker took my damn linebacker, man. That's why you don't leave good stuff on a practice squad, bro. Look at this. 80 block shed, 80 tackle, 79 play rec. 79 speed ain't great, but 83 pursuit. This guy would have been nice at middle linebacker. It's all good. We had a bunch of them. There's Bowser, Jermaine Pratt, Flowers. Oh, he's playing him at CB2, huh? Row in the slot, but I think he plays safeties there. He plays a big nickel over G, some shit. There's probably Peppers in the slot. Maybe, I don't know. He's got the C, so he's gonna have a star on his name. Conrad and Hickson. There we go, there's the invite. Alright. Pick this 95 overall offense and try to win a damn playoff game. Look how those two guys compared. It's so dope. I had half the carries of Fournette, but only had 200 less yards.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wildcard weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Oh, nah. I'm tripping.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Good block on the back, thank you.
So
this is why you shouldn't start a game without actually checking your own roster. Vaughn Miller, please come back to the starting lineup. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Whoops. Oopsie poopsie.
This will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go.
There's the pistol double drive. Gotcha. Cool.
Here's Mariota. And an alley to run. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's second down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Hey, let's get away. We can get our room on the other side of town. Hey, baby, I've been thinking of you. I do not own the rights to that song. Oh, nah, buddy. Shut up. Check it, B.
On second down, here's Fournette. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Yeah, because it's always
they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? A good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That's it. Move in. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Push him back. Push him back.
Well, he went backwards.
I need that ball to come out, brother.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Check. 53 fly. Check down top. I got it. Watch twin. Protein spell. Shit. 3. Come.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 33 yards.
Come on, man.
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator on what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4th. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Oh, excuse me. Big numbers. Big numbers.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Big numbers.
From the
Big
26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Spies.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And an alley to run.
Oh, my God.
Supposed to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 44-yard line.
Oh, my
Ravens
God,
get a new
man.
set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Hey, bro.
Here we go. Check 43. Let's go. Bravo. Over. 51. Mike 51. And zip it. Okay. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
We own him. He's checking. He's 22. Jet. Bravo. 22. Jet. Bravo. He's hit. He's checking crap.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Okay.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Big numbers. Big numbers. Hey, Foreman.
I'm scared. Check 52. Huh, 64. Wait. 51 to Mike. 51 seconds.
A carry for Foreman.
Oh, wow.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Big numbers. Big numbers.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Let's put that team on the box. Show it up. Show it up. 61. Max box. Right.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Big numbers. Big numbers.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
It's a party now.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 51.
Hill to try again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Jackson will keep it. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 25. Check 25. H3 218. Chopper. 1.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota.
Oh, my God, bro.
He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up. 1. Check 24. Watch 24.
One.
53 is mine.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Say. 36.
Where are they, team?
Trace don't travel. Check 6 guys.
3.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Cincinnati.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch it. Safety screaming.
From the gun, Mariota. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A quick pass out to Aguilar. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 53 is mine. Get ready. 53 is mine.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Come on now, let's go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Mariota now to throw on first down.
Yes, sir.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super start.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, he went unblocked, huh?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second and 11 now. Jackson. Oh, able to avoid him. Now he's flushed out left.
Lamar doing Lamar things.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A lot of moving there, buddy.
Hey, screen. It's been a long day.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Foreman. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
51, Mike. Mike 51. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 51.
Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Oh, you got deep?
Kill.
Jackson from the shotgun. Cooper's got it. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
Like that?
As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, man, alert.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We
Somebody covering the ball, bro.
Go, Mike.
Anybody covering the ball, bro?
Hey, here we go.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
I ain't gonna lie, Chris. From the 50, y'all ain't gonna try to shit.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. So we're at halftime in this AFC Wildcard matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyus Bowser able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Jackson hit, and now loose football. Martin lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
55. Check, 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 check. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, hey, watch the shit. Watch the shit. Kill. Check 37. Check 37.
Now a 10th carry for Hill.
Everybody's looking on this.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
At the 41-yard line.
Helicopter.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Come on.
Again, it's Hill. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
You think you won't get this? Get it on. 2-6. Wide. Get wide. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Yep, go.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they want to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Mike. 53. Mike. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. One. No. One. Under 10.
To throw is Mariota. That escapes the sack, but he can't get forever, and down he goes.
Get it.
Jalen Ferguson in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Check.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go. Trot.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Go, Mike 51. Bravo. Hey, let's go.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll be the 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action now. Mariota. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mariota again. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Try to touch the outside for more.
30.
Let me
They
get
will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin the drive with Hill.
He out there.
They'll have it past
That's the
midfield
fear right
almost
there,
to
man.
the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Check, squeeze. Check out.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Jackson now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Foreman. Not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front.
Side, be in this bitch. Get some niggas good like a tree in this bitch. Ooh, flowers. You got really good at all.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Oh, no.
And the lead is now 13.
What you trust, boy?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bunch, what is this?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm coming. 3. 49. One. 3. He's coming.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And all this is taken in one hand and one catch. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They come a little more, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play fake, Mariota. And he's gonna go down again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Check 3. Hey, watch it. One. Tight dog.
To throw Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49.
Talking about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
We throw that out route.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
We've been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. That was good coaching, right? Taking care of the football, protecting it, making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing. Protect the football because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
And nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse, and you can really hurt your team that way.
On second down, Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Foreman. And he stopped immediately there. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Foreman. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Leonard Fournette. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike. Here we go.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends,
problems.
extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35.
Come on, bro.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Come on, man.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mariota to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He going for it. What kind of gay shit? Man, here you go, man. You got it, bro. You got the field goal, homie.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
You got it, bro. Go ahead and kick your little field goal.
And his kick is indeed good.
Once I
And the
kick
drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Let's go, let's go!
Today's final score.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Oh, damn. Phone about it now. All right. $52.9 QBR. Change for 72. 6 carries for 1 yard, 7 yards. Garbage. Six pancakes, bro. 6 pancakes, man. God damn, nigga. 5 TFLs. 5 sacks. Cameron Winkler gives him problems every time, it seems like. Humphrey, Burnett, and Dudley. 4 pass deflections for Dudley, bro. Get this man fucking award, bro. Shit. Award. How many tackles did he have? Did he have at least 5 tackles? Oh, just 3. Damn.
Fucking driver here ate me up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 plays. That shit there, bro. Good block. My user. Yes, it was. Got my ass. I'll stop clicking on defensive plays, bro. Usually 95 is pretty, I mean, 70 is pretty good with the side there. He had, what's his name in there? Is that 51, I believe? That's the 90 speed linebacker he's got there. That's the spy. That's a good game plan. Not gonna lie. Good game plan. He was using all the way back there, bro. Had the wheel route if I'd have looked early. I'd have alerted that. Yeah. Had 3 routes in that area. Has attention with the switch. Had the halfback, had the wheel. Would have had the tight end coming across. Would have had the dig coming across. I was gonna come out quicker right there. 3rd and 12 though. So look, he's only gonna rush 3, drop a guy in the spy. This time he's able to get 78 holds up in pass pro. Using the safety here, I definitely would have went up top of him. It was man. Linebacker on Andrews is a mismatch all day. Bang. Another pass here. Blitz action, he's sending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. User over the middle. Spy over the middle. Could have went with the over route by 15. Angle route by the halfback. Or what I did here. Bang. A little hitch. Easy money, boy. Just up the right side. Look how many defenders are on that side of the field, bro. I don't think, yeah, because he didn't send 28 out on a route. 21 on the defense is able to just sit with this receiver here. Bracket it. Inside, outside. He still throws it. Good timing throw, but if you have a route to hold down a zone defender over there, it's easy money, boy. Hey. Andrews for 19. Outside of the field. And a lot more man than I expected him to. Blitzing guys, dropping guys. That guy bracketed basically, but zone is not covering post or corner. This was a slant that went for a tud. Nope. Flowers. That's his best DB over there. Inside release. The break. Doesn't really get the separation, but he goes for the swat. He in there, boy. Hey. This out the straight. Come on, man. We got sack, and a pick. It's a hell of a sequence right there, boy. Allen's around the edge, beating Lane Johnson. Come here, boy. This one's 47. Shit, boy. You still got the shadow helmet? I gotta change that. Xenon shadow helmets. I don't like those. As I thought I did. Gotta throw the out route. PA deep outs. Actually got. I can't tell you exactly what the coverage is, but PA deep outs is not gonna beat this. Oink. Good timing route. They cut this motherfucker up. Spun around on a pivot. Mookie.